Had to take the whole system down, bring it back up,
Can I make a motion
reboot.
now?
Jeez.
Did somebody say something wrong?
Where's
Can I make that motion now?
Jeez. Had to put the time delay on. Had to put the time delay on, so.
This one's dead.
Oh, you quit it. You're killing me. Smalls, you're killing me.
Oh, it's back. It's back. Got it.
Right to the eyes. Kids will play.
Easy, easy.
I'm gonna pick up your heartbeat from here on out.
Hey, Mike, we.
If I met the person who invented these things, I'd kill him.
With the phone?
Phones. What's the good old days? You didn't answer them. Where we at, Kel?
I went over the proposal for the VIP area. I think, Mario, you missed that, but basically, we met with the Suns last week, Mayor, Greg, and myself. Just a note to the committee, we'll be selling 200 VIP tickets, price to be determined. That VIP experience includes complimentary shuttle from Hollywood Casino, food and non-alcoholic beverages provided by Hollywood, a private cash bar that includes beer and wine provided by the Suns with designated bartenders, an exclusive private viewing area, and Hollywood representatives will man the gate there. Additionally, the Suns will not be using their ticket booths, so we will be able to use them this year.
That'll help
And
us out.
anything else on the VIP area that we discussed that wasn't noted in here?
I think I'm all right.
Did you check with, about the liquor itself, the ABC board about having a separate bartender?
Looking into it. They think they just have to add it to the outline.
Permit?
Yeah. They're gonna check with them on that.
What did you say?
Any more on the VIP? Okay, vendor pricing proposal.
Oh, there was on the VIP, the one area we were talking about. Do you want to use those grandstands or bleachers for that area? Or are they going to be in with the,
I'd put it in general.
okay.
They probably won't be up in that. It's gonna be more of a crowd. What do you think?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a lot easier to just spin them around, leave them where they're at, as opposed to try to scoot them forward.
Exactly. We don't have the area.
No.
Okay, more on that? Now, vendor pricing proposal.
So I made up a preliminary marketing piece for the potential vendors. I based that on last year's pricing, which I was able to obtain that. So this really is simply a draft proposal. We can discuss pricing on here, and some of that pricing can be maybe contingent upon whether somebody wants utilities. So,
Gino?
So again, this is strictly a proposal. I'd like maybe some input, and then we can move forward with this to secure. I'm getting some phone calls on booth rental, so.
So you were unable to get contact information from past years on the,
No.
She wouldn't give us any, you talked to one, I think it was, Walt, the guy that does the ribs and everything, and he told Kelly thought we was too cheap on our booths. I'll let Kelly tell you. He was sick last year, is the only reason he wasn't there. Does a good job. He's a colorful guy too, he's really neat.
are you going to have the same guidelines from the past where you can only have one of a certain booth? And
It's up to the committee.
You know, I'd say don't have 5 rib booths, but you know, a couple wouldn't hurt, would it? I don't know, it's,
Are you gonna control the pricing on stuff too, as far as the drinks?
But as far as we are concerned, we should care less if there's 10, right?
yeah, it's no difference to me the more we make.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
We found out in the past, the drinks, we made them stay at one price, that way we no battles.
So I did make a note on here on the soda and water must be sold in plastic bottles or cups, priced no lower than $2 per bottle or cup. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Say we
I don't think we need to set, it should be open, I would say.
Well, it's fine with me.
Okay. Do you want to make a
You guys say, I
motion?
mean, it's a convenience, it's convenience also, you know?
I mean, actually, somebody's gonna find the cheapest one anyway, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If you're thirsty, you're gonna buy something.
Well, I'm talking about just the food in general.
Right.
If there's, you know, 10 hamburger joints, there's 10 hamburger joints.
Whoever's got the best hamburger.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think there was a deal with the food prices. It was basically pop and water.
Well, it wasn't the pricing as much as she only had, she being Marie, or the committee only selected one, tried to keep one booth of each. In other words, if you were, you know, cotton candy, you know, if there's one, exclude everybody else.
I think how they got started,
Yeah.
they had like 5 different people selling barbecue. I mean, regular barbecue. And, well, this one had it cheaper than me. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna make our nut off the booth no matter what, correct?
Do we raise the booth $100?
I think we ought to do space more, don't you? When they had, what is it? Fun in the Country, they come down here and met with us one time. It's been probably 6, 7 years ago.
Now, what was that?
It's a big thing they have up at Coney Island, or, wasn't Coney Island. Might have been Fairfield. Anyway, it was a big event, but they was running out of space and everything, and they was kind of backing away from it. They want us to put it on. We talked to them. They sold a 10 by 10 space for $1,000. I know we can't do that, but that's what they was getting up there at that time. And we didn't do it with them because we didn't want to do 2 of them at one time like at that time. But I think they're too cheap myself. What do you guys think?
Johnny, you remember the booth spacing we had last year? We had enough for 100 booths laid out. Then we had it
I think
added,
so too.
Tate Street,
No,
correct?
I think it was 60 laid
That's all we
out.
had, 60, was all we sold, so that's why we did 60 layout.
Is that what it was?
But I think we actually turned in 100 spaces for our site plan.
You know, when it got busy, it got tight up there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can push a lot better than it has in the past. I don't think it was really pushed. Get more people in there to the booths. It's advertised, get more people down there to rent them. The more we got, the better off we are. 'Cause every one of these booths sell out, both nights. And if they're making a profit, we should make a little more profit too.
And most of your booth people do come from Tri-State.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nothing for them to pay.
Your bigger outfits are used to it. It'll be your little small ones, you know, complain. We had a lot of trouble with the small ones too. The event got too big for them is what happened.
Do you have anything special for the non-profit ones? Or,
No. So with some of them table space, 10 by 10, $150 just for the spot. That's reasonable, I think, for nonprofit, would you? Really, a 10 by 10 booth for $200, we're paying $45 for the booth. So really, we're not really making that much money on it.
right.
And that's,
And that's free water and electric?
That's to be determined.
Yeah,
We
to
could
be
charge
deter-
extra for that.
I don't think if for that price they should get free water and electric. Well, electric, you would have to have at least a hookup for one light.
200 for the space, 45
What's
for
the
water,
difference between
45
table
for
space?
the booth.
That's a bunch of water.
And by
Cover
Oh,
the,
it would have like a canopy
The
or a
expense.
tent
cover the expense. and
on the
more.
booth.
Well, how much was that, Johnny?
The
You-
table
That's
space is too
200
big.
for the space, and
Space
if they
for
want a
your-
booth, they pay
You got a 10 by 10
$45 for the
space
booth.
for your table.
Yeah, that's right, just,
We do it.
that's not a bad idea.
I think you
And then if
force
they,
people
you know, just like that, it's gonna be, say the guy with all wild, if he takes 3 spaces, and he's gonna pay $600,
I don't care.
right? I think that's what we,
How do you make it 20 by 10?
Well, it says 20 by 10 with 2 booths is 300.
well, I'd be sure, you know, that if that was 2 booths, I'd tack on another $90 for both booths. Where you're at least making 300 or 200 or whatever.
That's if you use both water and,
Electric.
electric.
And then come up with a price for that, you know, your water and electric's $45 or $25 or whatever you wanna charge them. I mean, any additions, I would just add it to that booth, the spot price.
What you don't want to do, though, is get into generators.
No. They're noisy. The exhaust coming off of them is just people. We had to do that one year.
Should I make a note of that?
Yeah, no generators.
For booths. We don't mind them for the rides.
And you got another thing with the boost with electric, these roasters, they pull 13 amp, you got a 20 amp system, they put 2 of them and they're blowing them all the time, but,
Do we need to put something on there?
Yes.
With that? Okay, so what should I write?
I'll get the literature for you on that.
Okay.
We had a lot of trouble for years on that. Most of your bigger vendor people, they know all this. Your small ones, you have the trouble with.
So a maximum ampage, is that what it is?
20 amp system, yeah. Roaster, pull 13 amp, coffee maker,
Well, some of them just like a
Maybe 10.
curve. Even if they put them in, they fit right in a milk
Yeah.
carton thing.
Yeah.
Do you raise them all by 100 or?
I don't know, what does everybody think?
I think you can get 500 for 2 boots.
Is that just plain booth, that's not water and electric?
20 by 10 with 2 booths, $500.
With water and
That's
electric?
with a water and electric, You're covering that cost, right?
Keep it easier.
To make it easier. Now what if, okay, that's with trailer or anything.
Well, we're the equivalent of the
I
2
think,
booths.
yeah, you're paying for the space, so
Right.
if you have 2 spaces, whether you have a trailer or not, it's $500.
Okay, and if you got a 28-foot trailer, you're renting a third spot.
Yeah, if you go over section line,
Right,
it's another
you're-
space.
okay.
yeah.
Okay, provide your own trailer, you're going to $500, right?
Yeah, I think we'll just,
That's with water and electric.
And that's no booth.
That's no, but that's just for, you bring your trailer.
Okay.
All right, the 10 by 10, let's see. The 10 by 20 booths. With the booth, what do you want to do there? Now, you'll have some with electric, some with not.
50.
350?
Is that with water and
I'd say
water?
350 with.
Okay,
350 with, just include it.
what without?
3.
I say just make it one price. Whether they use it or not.
Well, we got.
Well, we gotta separate that,
Yeah, they're separated. One side is and
One side's not.
yes,
One side will have electric.
We don't have
Or both
hookup.
sides will have electric, one side will have water.
water.
Okay.
Give them a $50 break
300 without?
without.
Okay. Anybody else got anything?
do we even do table space? Do we force them into a booth? Do we let people just set up tables?
The table thing is like maybe a church or something like that.
All not for, or
not-
do we have a not-for-profit price?
Maybe that's the way to go, not for profit.
Force them in a booth,
Uh,
but you're at a different price level.
What,
I'd raise that
what
to
have you done in the
200.
past?
Agree.
Raise that to 200. That's cheap, $150.
Do you know, does anybody know if they had to show all the not-for-profits, they have to bring some, I mean,
501c.
Yeah, they gotta have proof of insurance, and you gotta show your 501c.
Maybe that's something on there, on the application, you must provide. Proof of nonprofit.
Now that's, where they come up at one council meeting where they had that one agent they was talking about, that's what they was talking about, the extra fee for the insurance. But I think they ought to let the booth people get their own insurance, not us.
Right.
I made a note of insurance requirements on here,
Okay.
and that we have to be named, well, the Fall Fest has to be named on the policy.
And we had to
In
have
the
a
past,
copy
they've
of
had
it.
a blanket, correct? The committee?
Well,
Yeah, there's been,
yeah, there
Yeah,
was,
we
there
need
was.
both.
Well, they use the cities too.
well, I think it was separate.
They had something with that girl at Farm.
We did it, but it was for like, if the committee got sued.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was for.
But we've had, our normal claims in the past are just slip and trips, you
Right,
know?
right.
And we've had a couple of those.
Is food and beverage non-alcoholic requires permit from the Dearborn County Health Department?
For food
Food
service.
services.
They'll come through and look at it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we never had no permit, but they came down. each
They just
time
okay it.
They'll okay it.
inspected.
Yeah.
But he has to look at it.
I didn't know if you were talking about a regular
I don't-
permit.
If they got a license, he will issue them a permit. They got a license for their business.
They never did. They just came down and inspected.
Yeah.
But you're saying a physical permit, though.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were required to have it posted or how you were doing that.
Well, I ran for years in the fire department. He would give us permit, but he'd ride on it non-profit. Johnny, how they doing you
They always
guys?
come every year.
There's some, actually, it's
Make
probably
it-
gonna open a can of worms, because there is something new out there. Because that, when we went to that IAC seminar last year, they were talking about that. I don't remember exactly what it was.
They probably have to have
Food
food
service
handling
certification.
certification, somebody does in the booth, I
Exactly
would
right.
imagine.
That did
Yes,
come up.
one
My first
person
reason
has to
Google.
be certified
Yeah.
to oversee the cleanliness of that.
But you only had to have one person.
And that's actually through the Indiana State Health Department.
Might check on that, Donna. We were gonna, me and Aunt Mario was gonna go through that 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we didn't, we forgot. Oh, they did pass that state law.
Yeah, because they brought it up when me and Carl went up to that stage deal up in Fishers right before his heart attack. I know it's not funny, but when I fed him the double bacon and smoke.
All right, where we at now? The 10 booth, we're gonna stay at 200, we're gonna go up. I like you.
Well, that's probably the
Most
most
common.
common one,
So is that 250 with,
250?
well, it'd be 300, then 250 if,
Let me make a note and I'll look it up,
without.
without.
actually, I
What do you
think.
think?
250 without? 200?
I'll look on the state
300
website.
with everything. That's loaded. 250 without.
So essentially, water's 25, electric's 25. I mean, if we had to make a blanket statement.
300 with? 250 without.
Yes. That is the most common size, isn't it?
Yeah. A food vendor's gonna do a 10 by 20. At least.
But out of the 60 booths, average is a 10 by 10 though, right? What he put up
Yeah.
last year.
Right.
Okay.
20 by 10 space? What did we decide on that?
500.
500.
What's 20 by 10 with booths?
300.
350.
No, if we're paying for the booths, it should be more, correct?
I agree.
I'm confused.
More the better.
So what did you say for the 10 by 20 booth without?
With 2 booths. Without,
What's the difference in these two? 20 by 10 with 2 booths.
See, we have
20
to
by 10
pay,
booths.
for these 2 booths, we have to pay $45 per booth.
Per
So
booth.
basically $100, I mean, and we have to pay for that.
$550 with 2
So this
booths?
is one booth, but it's just 20 by 10. These are 2 booths, 20 by 10.
Oh.
These are 2 booths, 10 by 10.
This is all based on last year's wording, which was very confusing to me. So if we want to reword this, I'm fine with that.
Well, I don't think you need the top one then, right?
Well, if they want 2 booths in there, yes.
I've never seen. What's
You
the
haven't?
I was gonna
difference,
say, who's
Johnny?
doing that?
Well, they take out the,
take out the center slat.
yeah. Take off that counter is all they do, right? On the 10 by 20 with 2
The
booths?
cross section and it'd be two 10 by 10 booths, but it'd be 10 by 20.
Yeah.
I think it's 500. You take the middle section out or not, that's, doesn't matter to us.
We're paying per booth.
You get less booth.
$45 per
Right.
booth.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any difference. We need to add that
All
to
they
the
do
price.
is take that bar out of the middle?
Yeah, sure, it makes,
Huh. Okay.
but we're paying $45 for 10 by 10 booth. We gotta add that to our
We're
cost,
getting screwed in, aren't we?
basically. Let's add to it. What do you want to add to it? We'll sell these things.
Oh, I agree.
We've been too cheap for years. What do you think, Joe?
If we're doing the 20 by 10 space, providing your own trailer for 500, then the 20 by 10 with a booth should be at least 550 for it to make sense, and then the 20 by 10 with 2 booths should be 600, if indeed we want 500 out of
Well,
20
we
by
won't even
10.
have that price. This one.
Well, if somebody wants 2 booths in
Then
their
they just
20
buy
by
2
10
booths.
space,
So how many prices do we need? We need a 1 booth,
One booth, 10 by 10.
1 booth
That's 300 with,
with,
250 without.
and then 1 without. 300 with, 250 without, and then we have a 2, this is 2 booth,
That's 10 by 20 with 2 booths.
10 by 20. You need one price with and 1 without.
You had 300 without, 350 with. I think Tina said that, didn't you, Tina?
You said 500, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like her.
I mean, they're gonna,
Or your
So-
550 with and your 500 without. You only have 4 prices,
Tina, we think
right?
the same way. Just make some money. That, now, how much you wanna go with?
With was 550, without 500.
Okay. Everybody all right with that?
So we only need 4 prices, is that? And then we need a not-for-profit price. 200.
we're not doing table space?
I don't think you,
I think that's clutter.
yeah.
Okay.
I think you
too.
force them in a booth.
Yeah.
I think you're better off too, I really do. It looks more professional now.
Because they'll put them on a sidewalk as opposed to being out off the curb with the rest of it, right?
Okay, 10 by 10 space with the booth, how much are they gonna be?
1 booth with is 300.
300.
1 booth without is 250. 2 booth space is 550 with. 2 booth space without is 500.
Okay. Everybody all right with that?
So if you have a trailer and you pull in a trailer and it takes up 2 spaces, you're paying
And then as,
500.
Most of your trailer would be 3 spaces.
Is-
They'll run 26, 28-foot tongue. We'll go from tongue to trailer to.
and then water and electric are going to be more.
Yes. He's got that on there.
It's included with.
Yeah, we were talking about including it, just to keep it simple.
Okay.
So there would only be 4 prices.
Okay?
But we want to be careful that because if we're advertising, basically it's no more for water and electric, that we don't have too many people wanting electric and water just because it's included.
They're all gonna get electric.
Oh, yeah. Everyone got
Okay.
electric. Just the water.
Will water be an issue or?
On one side, and that, mostly that'd be your food booths and your trailers.
Okay.
That's what we'll use.
So
it
we
at.
need not worry about that.
Yeah. And after we get that sold, that's all we got.
Okay.
I think we ought to take their applications
Make sure
and
you
go
got
through them and see who we want, who we don't want.
Right.
Anything else on that? Everybody happy with that? Okay. DCH Heart and Lung Walk. They do this every year. They do a good job.
They contacted me and I talked to the mayor a little bit about it. And it will be Angie Johnson that will come to one of our upcoming committee meetings. Angie works for Dearborn County Hospital. She'll come to the meeting and provide us a little bit of details about their heart and lung walk and what they would like to do. So that's all.
But they do a great job with that every year. We don't have, we gotta put out a few tables and a couple of restrooms. That's about all we gotta do for them. They do great. Entertainment. Hope you get good news for us.
Here's who we have that is available. So Martina McBride is available. He's asking 75. The first price was 100. She said we might be able to get her for 65.
Who with her? Has she got a
They're working on Jake Owen or Justin Moore. I know neither. So
They're all
Jake Owen or Justin Moore. They're young country guys.
pretty big. in
What's the price
country.
on them?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. They're trying to get a price for her. Cheap Trick is available. They're asking 60, but she said we can get them for 50.
Better take them.
So
It's up to you guys, but that's, we tried to get them and, who was it, Cars or somebody else together, I forget who it was, but we never could get the package together. Sticks, that's who we was trying to get, Sticks and Cheap Trick.
they were checking on 38 Special with Cheap Trick, but they are out now.
38 Special's kind of wore
We've
out.
had them twice there.
Six would be great.
Put on a good show, but
Did they have any cost on the 2 country guys?
No, not yet. They're just working. They're looking at booking them.
Martina McBride is available.
She is available.
She just sung on one of the
she'd be a draw.
boards.
That's pretty big.
She's pretty.
I know this sounds sexist, but
75, but we
brings
may be able to get her
the
for
women.
65.
then the beer drinking men comes behind them.
Martina McBride it is.
And that's a draw, it is.
Well, I think
Mario.
I'm sure B105's interest will really peak if
Oh, yeah.
it's her.
What's everybody think about Martina Bride? You want
Be
to
a good draw.
go negotiate on it?
Yeah, I would.
And might as well see on the backup band too.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah, I think move forward with it.
Yeah, she's Friday night.
she'd be a good draw.
All right.
They said Sticks is available too?
I don't know about Sticks, but I'll have them check. But what do we think about Cheap Trick for
You
Saturday?
If you get them and Sticks both the same stage, you'd have a show.
When would you have Martina McBride?
Right.
Friday.
Friday, Country Friday, Classic Rock Saturday.
And what were they?
60, but she thinks we can get them for 50.
And that was,
Cheap.
Cheap
Cheap Trick.
They're still looking into that.
We can always add methyl ethyl to Friday.
They're country.
That'd be the opening band.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good show. Now, who is Cheap Trick?
Oh, we'll have to add or get with them and ask them if they know somebody that can open for them.
Yeah, somebody that kind of music. What's Ario going for?
Same price. They were right around 60.
Are they available?
Who?
Check.
Ario Speedwagon?
Oh, yeah.
They put on a hell of a show.
Yes, they do.
Oh, that'd be good. REO Speedway.
Cheap Trick together, that'd be a heck of a show. If we got them for 120,000, that's pretty cheap. Check on and see what they're doing that. You see this other guy on Friday was Sam Moore?
Justin.
Justin Moore,
Justin Moore.
Jake Owens. Jake Owens, they had him on here as 20, so I'm sure he's a little less than that, so.
I think one of them's back on the rise again. I'll have to ask my daughter, she's into all that.
That'd be great. Cheap Trick and REO Speedwagon on Saturday, that'd be a packed show. Gene, get your guys out ready.
When? For Saturday?
If we bring them together.
Yeah.
That's up to committee.
So that would be Saturday for REO Speedwagon if you can get them?
The Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick, he said that he can probably.
They are available.
Martina McBride would be a draw for Friday too.
June 21st.
Bye.
June 20th.
You hear that one?
Sorry.
McBride on Saturday, or Friday night, Cheap Trick, Saturday night, and possibly REO Speedwagon with them.
Wow.
Play a stand-up.
It all depends if we make it.
What's the drop dead time to let them know something?
Right now.
I can believe.
Yeah, they don't.
You can hook them up. Guys, I tell you, they blow smoke at you. We had some bands wasn't booked the end of June. They would shop what they do to us. I don't think they do with you guys because you hire too many of them. But they would get our name and we put our tender in, and they would shop us around and see what other cities he's playing. And if they were pretty close, they'd come to us. That's how they work. If they gotta fly off West Coast, they're gonna come here to play Chicago, and they'll slip down and play us next night. That's not bad. Is everybody all right with that?
Yes.
Okay. Good job. All right, we're about ready to go down a site tour. Motion for adjournment.
Oh, Mayor, I have a couple quick questions.
Go ahead.
On this vendor application, does everyone feel like that's comprehensive enough? I'll add the no generators, maximum 20 amp system. All applications subject to approval. Should the payments come here, and who should checks be made payable to?
Lawrenceburg Fall Fest. They should
And
come.
is there an account for that?
Yes. Jackie's got a non-reverting account for it.
Okay.
Probably ought to come to your office.
Are we doing a discount for nonprofits?
Yeah, 200 was the not-for-profit.
On a,
10 by 10.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, they have to have their 501c copy.
And proof of insurance.
Yep.
Is that it, Cal?
Donna, do you have
Yes,
something else?
thank you.
Don, you have anything?
I thought you,
Anybody else got anything? I will meet you down to, need a motion to adjourn.
so move.
Second. All in favor? Meet you down to site.
Are you walking